The fuck? What's popping? So check it out. Tonight is gonna be like one of those nights that it was when we started off in the very beginning, talking and chopping it up, getting it in. Check it out though. There's a lot of different little things I'm gonna talk about. So let's first start with why I haven't been going into the book of the Maccabees. Number one is because I've been listening to a couple of different little things, and I sometimes I want people to say stuff so that way they can put themselves in a trap. You feel me? And then that way I can just present the information the way it's supposed to be. Um, for example, when Judas Maccabeus makes the allegiance with the Romans, and this is stuff I'm gonna break down later because it's it's in the making. I just put it all out. But Judas Maccabeus makes this league with the Romans, right? And what was awkward was I don't think many people seen it or understood it that this is how the Romans actually got into Judea. Right on. See, now when you read it in the Septuagint, you kind of almost get the idea that I don't know, maybe Judas Maccabeus was afraid of the Romans. That's just me. Um, some people don't want to feel that way. Some people don't want to, think like that. But that's really what it is. So we have a really, really interesting situation where I think most people will overlook that Judas Maccabeus made allegiance with the same people who crushed the Hebrews. Now, while that's all being said, and it's all fine and dandy, I think it's just as important to point out that Judas Maccabeus, I think, did what he thought was right, which is why the scripture says the heart is wicked above everything. It is wicked. It is deceitful because his heart probably told him this, and all that zeal that he had fucked over his people in ways that he couldn't even imagine. However, I'm not worried about what Judas Maccabeus did. I'm worried about what his father did, who is make allegiance with the people who we've never heard of, called the Assyrians, who were being considered children of Israel. So we know that these people are a group that have been mandated. Did you hear me? Mandated throughout time and history as this supposed group. This same group of people become known as the Pharisees, and the Pharisees of old, the corrupt, dirty bastards that they were, many of them are known as what you call the Jewish people today. See, if I was given the time, I could really break down how it all happened. Um, I just don't. It's not that I don't. I I do care, and then I don't care. Um, the levels to this are robust, but now let me just talk about some real life shit. Because I've been waiting to get to this for a hot second. I got some videos already made. They'll be on the other channel, in a couple days. But I'm already let you know what you're about to be looking out for. I got some shit coming. It's about to be filthy. You know, the age of air 'em out. There's a lot of people who don't want to hear that we're in an age of time now. We're in a period. See, the technological age should really be called the air 'em out age. It literally, because this is what motherfuckers do. See, you get paid, you get everything to air people out. Right on. That's what you get shit by knowing stuff. So it's airing it all out. And the air 'em out age, right? Everything is gonna come to the light. And when it does, the so-called group who have been conquerors are gonna realize they haven't conquered anything. They stole, swindled, and murdered the way to where they're at. And the ones with sensibility, with being able to look at their families, to test their merit in the world and what their belongings are, and say, if somebody did that to me right now, how would I feel? They're going to be able to understand it. It's coming. That day is coming. A lot of people don't see it, but it's coming. Uh, and you can't really stress what it is or what it isn't, because there's a time and place for everything. I had a very awkward happening the other day. I was talking to my brother Andre Wickham about it, and it was weird because I was talking to him, and I said I was in Seattle, and there was this really young boy, he was with the white dude, and you could tell the little boy was biracial. Now, the guy is of an age where he could easily be this kid's father, but he's also old enough to maybe even be this kid's grandfather. So, you really don't know. But I don't stress it. I don't press the issue. But when they first walked in, the little boy, because I had seen him and he was looking at me, so I gave him the little head nod, right? And he gave me the head nod back, So he kept it pushing. And then on the way out for 2 for $5, the same little dude is with the guy again, and he was like, and he spoke to me, and I spoke back to him, and there was this level of admiration I could see with the little boy, and then it was like it really hit me for a second. I said, you know what, Meech? You really have to explain why people try so hard to breathe themselves back in from every angle. And then I had to become sensible to the fact of people breathing themselves in to every angle. As a man, I feel some type of way when a woman who looks like me is with a dude that doesn't look like me. And they can say that's jealousy. Okay, well, you know what? Then you go be with those people. You feel me? As a man, I feel some type of way when a dude looks like me is with somebody who's not my people, and they have an excuse for it other than, you know what? I don't have a reason. There's no excuse for this. I'm doing what I want to do, And those brothers and those sisters, they're always trying to not be held accountable, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? And I hate talking to them. But this little boy, man, he really touched my sensibility because I said to myself, I said, Meech, I said, they're trying to get bread back in just like the half-breed dude right on with the white mama is. Because only so many of the half-breeds, quarter breeds, whatever, try to breed themselves back in. And then, when they become whatever the other race of people is, the other looks are, right? Sometimes we don't really realize, like, we're looking at a person who really, I can't explain it to you enough. I've been saying it for fucking years, literally. They're black and whatever skin. And you got motherfuckers who are white and black skin and white and brown skin and all kinds of shit. You see what I'm saying? And there's so many variations of it. And people don't really respect my understanding, right? So this is why I have to pull up shit like what geneticists say. I had to pull up the dude Gregor Mendel. I didn't fucking know he was a Catholic monk. There's no way to know that. How could you know something like that? It's impossible. So when people already have established work that supports what I've been saying, I have no choice but to fall back on the defaults of whatever is already written that I'm saying is in conjunction with biblical scripture and its stances. You know what I mean? I have nothing to prove. What is there to show people that I've already showed? Everything I'm gonna say again in the future, at some point in the past, and one of the spiritual gumbos that I made way in the past, I've already said before. I promise you. Everything that I've said is just the characters, how they look have changed because my understanding has changed. See, these dudes don't want to hear like I came into listening to other people and getting their understanding. So because I had what was a little understanding, you can't stand on what you think is right. So you have to go with what the norm, right? And you go with that. And then you start to say, like, you know what? I'm looking at this, and that's not what it's saying to me. It's saying this, and it's saying this, and it's saying, and I've been saying some different stuff for a long time. And there are people who listen to me. See, right now it's just us, you know what I mean? Group huddle. And this is how I really appreciate it and I really like it. Because my last little video was flagged. And I'm talking about didn't like that. That was highly unappreciated. They don't know that, They're not here to hear that, so they'll never know unless they know it because they check back up on it. And it wasn't taken down, but they said that there was some offensive and inappropriate material there within So they felt some type of way, and that's just what it is. And I don't really care because, white heaven is what the fuck it is. It's not a good place to be, but it is where we're at, and it's where we live. And if a person has enough mental constitution to suffer through what this stage is, then they'll finally get to what are the better things. But there are no better things for a person who has not tried to do the best that they can. And when I say that, like, so you have these dudes who, in so many words, they've given up. They think because they still work every day that they haven't given up, but they've given up. They've given up quite considerably. Like, for example, for people to even be considering giving up on their people, like that's an option. Like, you know what? I'm done with black people, and they're black. And it's like, what great catastrophes have we really seen in this lifetime that really tested the merit of all people? Like, you're ready to throw in the towel when you've never seen the worst nature of the other people that you're about to go and amalgamate with. You're a fucking mad person. You have no mental constitution. It's madness. You see what I'm saying? And the brain, right? If you let it, will conduce your ass with a mental illness. See, your heart just makes you a sinner because you'll go and just do whatever, and maybe without thought in the process of mind. But see, the brain, this is what makes you sick. This is what makes you evil, right? Because you'll think it out all the way. You literally thought about it. A wicked person is just fucked up. They've been fucked up. But you can see wickedness from a mile away. Wickedness don't normally hide its hand. Right on? That's why I always laugh when people be like, all that stuff is, pretty and it looks good. No, not all of it does. Not all of it does. There's a reason why people don't go to ghettos, things like that. But these black men, excuse me, get back to my point. These brothers who've cashed in their fucking chips already, they should be ashamed of themselves. These black women who talk the same as them, they should be ashamed of themselves. They're sickening. They're disgusting. I hear these guys talking with this word sweat equity. I swear to God, y'all, I'm going to go back and find my expound where I fucking said that. I've been saying shit like that for years. Sweat equity. I don't even want to say it now because I'm like, that sounds like some old shit that I was saying that these niggas is just finding out about. Right on? The fuck? I'm a grown ass man. And I've heard a bunch of these different niggas say it. So I'm like, oh, they're all in it together. See, this is what you guys got to realize. If you're not listening to what they say, you're not going to realize who their what's the word I'm looking for? Their allegiance is. You know what I'm saying? And you need to know where their allegiance stands, because they might say, oh, we're for black people. We're with the black community. But are they fleecing you for dollars? Do they want money from you? Right on. See, I told my roommate this today. I said, you know why these niggas charge people? I said they charge them because they're like, these niggas want me to keep producing this shit for free while they sit at home and don't do shit, and I'm kicking out gems to them. And I say to myself, how do they figure that they're kicking out gems every time if every time it doesn't touch people like that? You know what I'm saying? If I'm 1 for 10, I'm 10%. Right on? That means that 1 out of every 10 videos, out of 100 videos, that means 10 of them are really, they really reached out, and the other 90 were hit or miss with people. You see what I'm saying? And so I have a better ratio in my mind than that, where I would rather get no views, nobody ever look at it, and the content be in its purest form what it's supposed to be, not what somebody made it up to be in their mind. This is why the idea of a like or dislike button really, it's a useless function. If it wasn't there and people could just comment, that would be a much better way of dissenting with whatever. Because you would just say, I didn't like it, or I liked it, or I loved it, or I didn't. Why can't you love the video? Why can't you hate the video? You see what I'm saying? So just to like or dislike it is a small discord to give the human mind the idea of power. And these people think they have power, going back to these black men, by being able to say, you know what, with the resources that I've gotten in a country that we all know fucking hates me, I'm going to say with those resources, I'm leaving you people. Here's the question. Even if this world went on for the next 20 generations, fuck it, 1,000 generations, when the Most High comes back, and he will eventually, he's going to send the greatest thing that these people, most terrifying, wonderful, straight, I mean, heart-stopping force that they've ever seen. And yet in their minds, they believe that they're going to escape this somehow, right? They think that they're above it. You see what I'm saying? Because they got a couple of dollars in their pocket. They really believe that. They really honestly believe it. You know what I did all day today? I worked all day today. I worked all day the other day. Right on, doing some shit that I wouldn't normally do. Right. Like, just because of the food that I'm dealing with. You feel me? The type of food, you know, and the abundance of it. But it's money. So pay me. Come on. Let's cook. And that's how I get down. So, you know, you ever glazed a ham before? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. But it's a skill though. It's a learned skill where I can glaze any kind of meat now. I learned it. I see what it is. I totally understand it. You know, and I learned it in 2 days. So 3 days, you know, well, this is my third day being there, but you know, the first so-called 2 days we're training, and this is my first real day at work. Just for the next few days, and then I got a little job at UPS. You know, everything's worked out. Oh, trust me, Meech doesn't just give up and lay down just because the fucking boys are trying to oppress him. Because unlike other people, I actually go through stuff because I care about black people and I love black people with all my heart and my soul. And every time I see a person that's down, I normally try to reach out to them. Every once in a while, there's just circumstances where it's like, you know, I'm just not going to do anything right now, either because I can't or I would have to really approach them, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to go way out of my way all the time. You know, I'm human. So anyway, but I just think that being human makes it to where I'm able to sit back and I'm able to analyze and be honest with myself. And other people are never just like totally honest with themselves. You know, there's a lot of self-deception going on, you know, and one who has their self deceived is like a person who figures as long as I pay my rent, pay my bills, I'm going to be okay. Well, what happens when you go outside and see an old woman being accosted, right? Who could be your grandmother? And then you stand up for her. This is not what I did, but I'm just going to give you an example, right? And then it turns, what wasn't even a physical confrontation, turns into a physical confrontation for you and someone else. And you hurt this person. And now you're being charged with assault. Right. Now you have to go through the whole process of litigation. And now people want to know why you're being charged with assault when you're like, this dude was fucking with an old woman. So as opposed to people having the mentality to say, you know what, Meech, you're right. These cops were fucking with that dude because he was poor. Because the dude didn't get arrested. So I did the right thing, but nobody said you. But had I got blasted up or had the blast from the cops and been in prison or just been locked up in jail or what, however this shit would have worked, right? That would have made the headlines. Now motherfuckers is all talking way different, trying to make money off of you and your name. How many of these sick, dirty bastards made money off of Stephon Clark? These same black dudes who were talking about you don't have to deal with black people. Huh? How many of these dumb, dirty bastards make money every day off of other people's names? They're like, well, these news stations do it. They're white people who are wicked with no kind of fucking scruples. So why are you comparing your mechanism to how white people do anything? You're sick, right? These niggas have a mental fucking illness and don't even realize how fucking sick they are. You feel me? And if I ever come across these niggas, I'm beating the fuck out of them. They already know it. So they're not trying to even get in within range of me. You feel me? Because there's there's receipts for who the fuck Meech is. Like I tell niggas, the last time I got bested, I was faded off of 2.5, 211s, and I got sucker punched with brass knuckles. You feel me? And that's not what made it all happen. Just me not being aware. However, minus one of those 211s, dude is smashed on. That wasn't the plan. That wasn't the way the Most High seen it. So boom, I got smashed on. And that's how the fuck it happened. Last time Meech ever was bested, that's 5 years ago. Over 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. Fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? These type of dudes, they can't even keep it 1,000 with you. They're bitch made. These niggas is sucker ass fuck boys. And you guys really need to understand this. Because if you don't, you're going to buy into their false strategies and their false plans. I was the first nigga to be like, fuck voting. Okay? You can go back and you look at my shit from years ago. You'd have to go back. I couldn't tell you what expound. I couldn't tell you what video. Okay? I've been talking about don't fucking vote. And I didn't have to get that from a dude like, because I've never voted. I tried to vote one time and I didn't like it. The whole process was bullshit. So, because of that, I don't believe in voting. I don't think it works. And then for a dude who's taken all kinds of government and AP classes, never in college, just in high school, courses that were accredited college credits. Had I gone to college, I'd have had like 3 or 4 credits starting off. But niggas don't even know this. Anyway, fuck them. People don't know me. I had scholarship offers. I was that guy as a little boy, a little itty bitty boy, poor little black boy with a brain, and they seen that. So these dudes can't tell me shit. I've been there, done that. I have so many shirts, I don't know where to put them. Okay? And I don't go around here patting myself on the fucking back about it. I just say, black people, be the best black man or black woman you can be. Right on? He can't take it. These motherfuckers are made of fucking butter and marshmallows. Can you dig it? Okay? These motherfuckers are soft all around. There's nothing hard about them. They're pussy. They're pussy. No offense to any ladies. I don't ever mean to be vulgar like that, but right now I'm on one of my really good ones. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to just come and just be straightforward with it. These guys come to you trying to look. Let me hit y'all with something. What kind of man would I be to read the Bible? Know the Bible tells a man not to shave the corners of his beards off, and then I got a fucking shaved face. Hold on. With the exception of maybe the job that I have is so good, but if my job deals with any form of witchcraft, shouldn't I have the ability to say, you know what? I don't want this job because every day it tests my moral compass. And it brings me to, to question whether or not it is that what I think or believe is even real because of what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? You see how sick it is? These are the type of people who deal in that range, deal in that medium. You see what I'm saying? And they don't want to tell you that. They'll never tell you that. Right on? I don't cut my hair. I don't have to cut my hair or I don't have to do nothing I don't want to do that goes against the Most High. Can you dig that? I don't have to. Ain't nobody going to make me. So these niggas that shave right now, willingly, are the type of niggas to turn on the Most High. These niggas that cut their hair willingly are the type of niggas to turn on the Most High. They don't even fucking realize it. They don't even know. And I'll kill them so fast, so it don't even matter. Right on? Like, they'll never come across me. Trust me. They're pussy. These are the same dudes who fucking don't want you to see their face regularly. They're afraid because they understand that what they're doing is evil. They fucking know it. They fucking know it. I got nothing to hide from you people. Nothing, and I will never have nothing to hide. Ain't no fucking coward, and I ain't made of marshmallows and fucking butter. Can you dig that? Coming at everything. Coming at these chicks right now. Let me just go ahead and just get off on them real quick. All the fuckery that I see with these dumbass bitches. You feel me? And the dumbass fuck niggas that they deal with. I get tired of these black chicks, right? You pick a nigga that sell crack and hair on to his people over a man who's like, hey, look, I might have done that, but I'm better than that in my mind because I had enough time to stand back and realize I'm part of the problem. He's not even applicable. No, you need a full, all-out scumbag, somebody with no morals or fucking scruples, so that way you can manipulate them. And then when these niggas get killed, or laid up in a fucking prison, or laid up in a hospital bed, right? Or laid up with another motherfucking dirty ass hood rat, dusty ass bitch, right? The chick want to get mad. Fuck out of here. I get tired of this shit. It wears me out. There is no black community in Washington. It doesn't exist. Did you hear me? It doesn't exist. There's black people. We exist out here, but there's no real black community. The blackest city is Tacoma, and there's white people and all kinds of people everywhere. This is possibly the most diverse city in the whole fucking state. Please, you meet biracial couples all the time out here. I've probably seen more biracial couples than anybody that you guys deal with. These niggas just talk about it. I see this shit. I live it. They live black community. I don't live that. I'm not gonna front like I do. I always tell you guys that. That's a facade for me to be like, oh, I grew up with motherfucking nothing but niggas. I would never tell you. I've never said no shit like that. My people are black people. My family are black people. So who I know are what? Black people. But I know everybody else outside of that. And these crusty dust fucking lobster, fucking mollusk, clam looking motherfuckers, right on? Up to no good, exoskeleton. They're hard on the outside because they're super mushy, nothing on the inside. Can you dig it? They don't have a fucking backbone. They don't need one. They operate without it because they're crustacean. Man, I'm going in. The dudes and the chicks. And these niggas don't want to hear the truth, man. They don't want to hear the truth. Nobody want to hear the motherfucking, you feel me, the bench press off their face. You feel me? Do it by yourself. There is no spotter. You better save yourself. Right. You don't want to hear that kind of logic because there's not going to be anyone to help you people or me. There is no help. That's why I try not to ask for help. And I lend my hand when I can because I understand what it's like to not have help. See, it's different in my mind because I really believe, I'm not saying that nobody here doesn't, but I believe so much that I just know the Most High is not going to make me go without. I never have. The only times I've ever gone without are when I knew I was in periods where he was chastising me. I knew it. I don't have to tell nobody that, but I knew what was happening because I understand how he works with me. I don't have to understand your relationship with him because that's your relationship. But whatever your relationship is, if you don't have a good one with him within yourself, then it's over. You're already done. And once again, I'm talking to, a dead person, essentially. You feel me? Your relationship better be powerful, better be the best thing you got going. What up, sister? I didn't see you over here. I'm just going in right now. On the other side, other screen, my bad, but I'm here, and I don't know why you deleted the message. What'd you say? Because they can't stop me now. I couldn't call this. I didn't call it what I was gonna call it because that's gonna come Thanksgiving Day on that Thursday. I'm gonna go in on their ass. Don't worry, I got something planned for their holy day. I got something for you called the fall. Can you dig it? I can't call it the fall of white heaven. Okay, it's all good. Right on. But the fall is going to be fuego because they don't understand where I'm coming from. They don't see that I'm using their history as my backbone, or maybe they do see it. Maybe that's what terrifies them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what makes everything so simple for them too, though, because they know exactly how I'm coming. There are no surprises. This is like when somebody tells you, like, I'm about to punch you in the face, and you're like, no, you're not. I've seen people say this kind of shit in real life and get socked right in their face. Or a motherfucker just knocked one dude out, and now you're going to stand right in front of this dude and just let him hit you. Please. I'm firing on you, homeboy. You're about to get fired on. because you have all the time in the world to just like really hit somebody. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like these are the kind of people that we're dealing with. They have no spinal cord. They fucking take it out their back every day, put that shit on a hanger, and throw it up in the closet and be like, I'll be back for you later. You know, looking like a human worm out there because they're so fucking spineless. And these are the men and the women who have no love for themselves. You know. No, it's just I just had enough time to like really step back because niggas don't realize how much I have to do sometimes, sister. Like, you know, like it's not like I'm not a nigga who's almost 40 talking about I got my shit together. I'm about to be 28 in a couple months, right on, and I'm like, yo, I got niggas hating on me, and these motherfuckers who were supposed to be the real OGs is so bitch made, they don't even want to look down on a nigga and be like, yeah, bro, they are hating on you, aren't they? No, what they do is they make videos talking about you put yourself there. These niggas is the most bitch made cowards I ever seen. You feel me? And if I see these niggas in real life, I swear to God, all I can do is just blow the air. Because I'm going to sock these niggas the fuck out. You feel me? Put their ass to sleep and then stomp on them. And they know it too. And they know it. And that's the part about it that's so fucked up. You know? Because I hate them. And they know I hate them. And they know I hate them. I have love for them, but ultimately, I have more hate for them than I do love. And that's just what it is. And I'm smashing on them when I see them. You feel me? Can you dig that? You know, and these niggas don't want to hear that kind of shit because that's what's coming for them. You know, it's not just Demetrius who's going to do it. It's all these other cats like Demetrius, these niggas who don't have channels, right on, the Roger Spices, right on, who are going to touch these dudes up when they see him. Can't wait to get to you type shit. Look at them. They're scared. I love how scared they are. These niggas don't even realize. I've been waiting to say this shit for such a long time. Let me ask you guys something real quick. Does anybody else think it's a mental sickness, a mental illness, when you see black people go places? Who are they? They are like, there's a list. There's really a list. I'm not going to say their names on the internet and then have YouTube flag it down, right on, you know, for trying to say that I threatened somebody, you know, because niggas is bitch made and they do shit like that, you know. Somebody who was just listening right now is probably one of them, the one who just left, you know what I'm saying, because they couldn't take it, you know. That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about, you know. So that's because that's right, exactly, because that's how they get it, you know, and so I don't know. These dudes really don't understand. Like, I know I'm a young dude, but I don't operate like cats who are my age. I operate like somebody who's way older. So I think sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, they have to actually get around me to understand, like, oh, he actually means that. He's dead ass serious. Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. You know? There's no need to make it hard on anyone, you know. I did some notes last night, well, not last night, this morning, for a young lady that I'm doing some work with, you know what I mean. And she's probably about my mom's age, you know, her early 50s. So, you know, and most black women like that. I normally treat a certain type of way, you know, much nicer to them than I am, you know, other black women, unless they come off really abrasive. You know, you'd have to act like my mom for me to really like not get rude, but to get, you know, real, I'm on the offense. You know, I'm not on the defense, I'm on the offense. Then, you know, I won't be defending myself. I will make that person defend themselves. But she's a lovely lady. She's a very lovely lady. Her and her daughter are sweet and they're nice people. And She totally understands my situation. It's crazy. Her son is going through the same stuff that I'm going through with 2 children, right? Who are older. So it's weird. It's a black lady working at a place called Honey Baked Ham. I'm pretty sure you may have heard of it because it's a business. It's pretty big. And uh, I just thought it was funny because she related to me right off top. So she was very nice to me, very sweet, you know. And that's the thing about black people is like we're not given, you know, the credit for being cordial, but I still think we're too friendly, you know. That's where I've been glazing swine at. Really, it's just candied meat, a whole bunch of sugar blowtorched on it. Really nice and pretty. Anyway, uh, I think it was weird because when I was writing the notes for her, right, a couple times I thought I was gonna leave, you know, and I was like, no, no, no. And I was talking to Jeff, you know, and my hype man, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to write this stuff. You know, and pretty much I wrote down how Noah's sons are triplets. I couldn't go in all the way about how, you know, Abraham was a triplet, but I just wanted her to see what I was talking about. I even explained Pangea to her. You know, I wrote down the scripture. I actually wrote down, you guys, you would laugh because I didn't remember the Bible as good as I wanted to. I would take notes so that way when I was doing my spiritual gumbos, I could just read it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows that. There's a camera now, and I'm way better, gotten a lot better acquainted, but they will never know that. You know, they can't even appreciate the level of growth I've had. So it's okay, you know. And 4 years, but 3 years on this little internet thing, and I'm really glad that the channel never. Now that I think about it, I mean, had I named videos different names and all that stuff, I'm sure I could have got a lot more views and done a lot more things. And I'm glad that it has never done that because I don't want to save these people. You know, I have no desire to save people who are meant to go down and die. None. It's life saving to hear that Noah's sons are triplets. It's even more life saving to hear that the curse of Ham is bullshit and it's fucking utter nonsense. It's an even better blessing when they take from the Bible and create another form of witchcraft called genetic chemistry. Can you dig it? These people are so sick that they don't even realize how sick they are. And then black people are so sick that they don't realize how sick the other people are, so they're more sick. It's really kind of a sad situation. Uh, uh, I don't know what to think about it. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say about it. Like, what do you do about that? You know, what do you do about somebody who doesn't want to admit what it is? Yeah, well, sister, I'm just saying, curse of him is BS. It's bullshit. You know, it's been bullshit. But I mean, that's you know, for me and anybody who's been you know kicking it for a little bit, you know, what up, bro? Anybody who's been kicking it for a little bit, they know, you know, curse of ham is nonsense. You know, nonsense is complete utter nonsense. It became fucking complete utter nonsense once I realized Noah's sons were triplets. Once that hit me, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. That went out the window because the only possibility would have been is if Japheth really produced Asians and whatever else, and Sim really produced Arabs. It's just it's unthinkable and it's unfathomable. You know, I don't ever worry about it. It's life. You know, you kind of just have to just take it all in stride and just look at the people and say, okay, well, they're sick, right on. They have a sickness. If you just tell yourself that they're sick, you'll be way better off and just move on. Why do you think the Messiah said, let the dead bury the dead? This is why he said it, because they will never get it. So there's no point in you wasting your time on a person who's never going to get it. Fuck them. Right. See, once again, I'm going to say the real dirty bird version of everything that these dudes didn't say, because don't nobody want to hear it like that. But once again, let's just go back now, sister. The Maccabean time was a lot different than people think it was, and you got guys who want to be like, oh, the Maccabees were evil, and they went and must have, they hated God. Oh, they hated him. So though they made a lapse of super lapse of judgment, right? And it was horrible. The question is, well, I mean, we live in 2018, but let's say a person said this in, say, 2015, 2016, 2017, right? Well, it's easy to say that so many years removed. It's super duper easy to say that. People talk about World War II like it was just the thing to do. How many of these people who've played Call of Duty want to get shot in the face, blown up, ripped to shreds by a fucking weapon of mass destruction? How many of these people want to be sleeping and then their life disappear from them, huh? How many of these people want to be eaten and their life disappear from them? How many of these people want to watch everybody around them die and then they know they're going to die? So because they have this sickness, you see, this mental illness, right? Because that's what it is. That's why it's called Sunday Night Chat number 10 and not what I wanted to call it. Don't worry, Andre. It's coming on Thursday. On these people's holy day, I'm going to give it to them. They might flag me down for good because I'm about to go all in. But I love it. I don't think they will because I think they're too afraid of losing the precious information that I provide. I'm not saying anything crazy, you know what I mean? But I think that most people really don't realize how small conversations have turned into. You're funny. You're funny. I like your recent titles. Here you go. No, it's been going down. Look. They hate it, sister. They hate it. The white heaven, touched him. Touched him. Touched those feelings in those, all this coconut oil and shit. Anyway. Touched feelings and souls. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it has to be that way. Has to be that way. I have to, have to do what I have to do. Cause can't lie, You're funny. I appreciate you so very much. My little bro Steven out there, down there in California, I'm not gonna say what he said. I told you, I could tell you guys half-ass, what he said, because I don't want nobody, getting up in arms, especially when there's gonna be other people that see it later, just so they can try to down a nigga, right? There's a lot of people who are gonna watch this who have fairly good following. I can't stress this to you guys enough. They hate me. They literally hate me, and they want to drown me out. That's why I said I was going to do something on Monday and then turned around and did it on Sunday, because I know what they're thinking, right? Let's see if we can't catch them. But there's nothing to catch. I can't wait to smash on these dudes. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have no idea. Oh, well, you thought you had somebody out here? You thought you had somebody in this state or whatever, whatever. These guys don't even realize, like, I got literal real family all over this state. I mean, not all over this state, but all over this country. I got real homeboys that got real bodies from the military and all over, all over the country. You know what I'm saying? I know real killers from all the way up from motherfucking goddamn Maine to as far as south as Florida. I know niggas all throughout the Midwest. Stop. It's crazy. It's dumb. You feel me? I got family all throughout the Midwest and the South. It's dumb. I know a whole bunch of real motherfuckers on the West Coast. I just really be thinking, like, do these dudes like not like do they hear themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was the 70s or the 80s or even the 90s or early 2000s before technology like really developed, that kind of talking got you touched. These dudes just, you know, they willy-nilly talk all that crazy shit. They know I mean what I said. They know that. You feel me? They know I want one of them to try to run up and do it. Don't send one of your cronies to get hurt and get killed. You feel me? You run up and do it, nigga, since you so gangster, since you so with the shit. You feel me? So you can get your head knocked off. Sock the fuck out. I mean, like, these dudes don't really understand. Like, I've been listening to them for a hot second. I've been once again, they know I can't say their names, but they know who they are. Right on. They know who they are. So when they listen, they'll know. I don't want to listen. Please do me a favor, y'all. Don't thumb up the video. Don't do none of that. Okay? This is one of those ones I just want niggas to really hear it and take it some type of way, because I want them to feel some type of way. I want niggas to feel some type of way. Okay? Motherfuckers don't even respect the level of game that I'm throwing out there to these streets. For free. I charge nothing for what I say. I will never tax nobody to get some game. Right on. I tell these niggas how to open up a business. Go down to the tax and license building in your city. Go there. Talk to the people about the specific business license that you're trying to get. They're going to direct you to all the other people. They're going to tell you about the permits that you need, the equipment that you need, all this shit. You see how much game that was for free? Bomb-ass game. How hard is that? But these dudes don't even have the fucking mental capacity to tell you guys that. Yet I'm the dumbass. Because I'll tell you that a fuck nigga named Professor Wannabe Black, right on, fuck nigga, come down to my fucking lowly obscure channel and listen to my shit, right on. And then you want to take shit from me because you's a bitch nigga. Right on. Ain't never shown your face. You'll never show your face. You's a fucking hoe ass nigga, just like the whole cabal of fucking wannabe black manosphere gay ass niggas. A bunch of black homosexual niggas. Type of nigga I want to slap. Listen, I was watching one dude's video, and it was a live stream, and he didn't G-check the nigga. The nigga called himself Kemet God, and the nigga said Hotep, and then he said and Shalom or Salam, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. I can't even watch this shit, man. I didn't even watch the video because I seen it, and as opposed to him G-checking this nigga, right, like a real nigga, like a boss ass nigga would have been like, hold the fuck up, nigga. How are you calling yourself Kemet God and then using something diametrically opposed to the people? Fuck out of here. Nothing you said should have been about Salam. Right on? That didn't even make sense. You sound like a retard. But because you got niggas with a little following, right on, motherfuckers believe them and eat their shit up like Jello pudding. And the shit is crazy. And it's fucking crazy because I'm like, nigga, I've given away gems. My nigga, gems. These motherfuckers don't even realize, like, my homeboy Ben Judah over there in the UK, because I never tell these niggas his name, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he got real enemies. My boy Ben Judah, when he said what he said about the gollywog, and people didn't listen, and Threw it all in our comment section so that way niggas could get hip. A couple niggas thumbed up. I don't give a fuck about no thumb up. Go look this shit up. Check this right here out. Not one of these niggas picked it up. Okay? Not one of them. My roommate sitting right there. When Stephon Clark got killed, I had a video. I still have the fucking video in my fucking computer. When he first got killed, when it first happened, I was gonna say something. Kill me right now, Father, if I'm lying. I swear to God, I had a video before any of these bitch ass niggas had one. I knew about it like 13 minutes after it happened. These niggas is fuck made, okay? I didn't make a video because I was like, I'm not gonna try to promote anything to get my self-exposure off of this dude getting killed. Stephon Clark started so many different debates, but there was a dude named Danny Ray Thomas who got killed like the day after Stephon Clark that Andre Wickham told me about. Did they talk about that, brother? This nigga had his pants down to his ankles and a cop shot him in his chest. Anybody talking about that? Fuck no. These niggas is so pussy made, so bitch made. I hate these people. They've made so much money off the dead, yet they knock white people for stealing a black man's inventions. Are you not worse than them? Are you not worse than the same motherfuckers that you so-called cursing? Because you're saying that they're the devil for stealing the inventions of the black man. Yet you're stealing essence from this man's death, dog. And you're getting paid, my nigga. And you don't think there's something wrong with you? That's a fucking sickness, y'all. It's a sickness that can't be ignored. Y'all better stop ignoring these niggas and how fucking mentally ill they are. Otherwise, you're going to be a victim. These niggas are mentally ill. These niggas fleece black people for their money, made a movie with black people's money, made them black people who pay for the movie to get made, pay for tickets to go to the motherfucking movie. Can you dig it? Then listen to this right here. Had a so-called enemy of black people in their grasp. Did nothing to him. Don't they think that would have sent a way stronger message if this is a so-called fucking war? These niggas is bitch made. Once again, they're made of butter and marshmallows. Can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. These niggas is soft, sweet, and they melt when it gets hot. Can't be trusted. Fucking pussy ass niggas. And I've been waiting to get this shit off my chest. You know, y'all don't know how many months I've been waiting to go in on these niggas. I'm waiting. All these 16, 19 ass niggas next year. Oh, every fucking week is gonna be. I'm gonna do my own little live stream, but I'm gonna do a weekly checkup. They better hope we don't get through 52 weeks next year. I'm going in on their ass in 2020. Then I'm looking forward to 2027. And I'll tell y'all about that later. But anyway, I can't even tell y'all about 2027 right now because we got to get through this year. Because if I stand corrected, then I'll stand corrected. And I'll let them know that I stand corrected if I get the chance to tell them. But I'll stand corrected if it happens. But if I get through 52 weeks, if I get through 51 weeks, right on, and then week 52, some crazy shit happens, sure. But I'm thinking Meech is going to be like the myth of 1619 busted at the end of the fucking next year. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I've been waiting to just fucking elbow drop these motherfuckers off the top turnbuckle since they want to run their mouths. They don't know nothing. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Has Meech ever told you something that he didn't say I got from somebody else? There's niggas I can't stand that I listen to all the time. And they will say that niggas listen to them begrudgingly because they know that guys like me do begrudgingly. And it's not a matter of respect or admiration. It's no, I tolerate you because I understand there is a sensibility that you are attempting to project. Do I agree with all of your so-called sensibilities? Fuck out of here. But I'm not in a position because they'll just play the subscriber game. He doesn't have any subscribers. He wants people to sub to him. He wants you niggas to give him money. What? You guys are smoking crack cocaine. Don't ever let him tell you that. Right on? Please. That shit is fucking incredible. I would never need that. However, for these dudes who run around here sleeping with all the single moms, talking shit about the single moms at first, and then now they want to be like, no, you can't blame the single mothers. It's not their fault. Oh, because now you're fucking on them. Now it's all good, huh? See, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about, y'all. These niggas are mentally fucking ill, have no sense or scruples. Yet they want your money. Want you to work with them. Want you to put yourself under them. These niggas are sick. Am I tripping, somebody? Somebody tell me I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, I can take it. That's what I do. I take criticism so well. So once again, you know, because I've listened to a lot of videos, right? You know, dudes talking like, you know, people act a certain way on the internet and then act a certain way in real life. No, certain motherfuckers are just who the fuck they are, dog. I know it's hard to believe that right now I'm watered down. I know that's hard to believe. This is a watered down version of me. I'm a cool ass nigga, just like I'm cool when I talk to y'all. When I say this is a watered down version of me, this is a watered down dude. There's so much shit that I would say to motherfuckers. I don't care. Rip their ass to shreds. I don't care. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Somebody's feelings mean nothing to me. I had a fucking suck ass nigga tell me he could make me kill myself. Yeah, he's supposed to be a honorable, righteous person who stands for the Most High. Yet you could get me to kill myself. Nigga, go put a gun in your mouth and blow your fucking brains out. And I said that, nigga. And I hope you do it, you fucking punk. Ever talk to me like that, nigga? See, I could have said it the day he said it and put his ass right back on blast. But no, I didn't do that. I'm a cool ass nigga. But I said that, and I means that. Because if my hate is more than my love, then trust me, when I see you, it's on the popping. Right on? That's just that simple. And all these niggas who were like, oh, I pray guns stop working. I hope they don't work. It's like, okay. I hope you guys are doing some physical shit every day. I gets down. I love it. Don't go to the gym either. Don't do none of that. Don't even believe in that. That's abominable to me. However, it don't hurt you to stay in shape and to be fit and to be ready. So I'm always laughing, y'all. Because I just stay here and I just think like, what are these guys gonna do come that day? Huh? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna be so brash? What happens if the internet crashes, huh? What happens, y'all? What happens if fucking solar flare hits Earth, kills all technology? What happens then? See, is your money still worth anything? Is that job that you had for fucking, you know, 100K, 200K, fucking $1 million, right? Plus bonuses. Is any of that shit worth anything? Did you actually spend the time to acquire natural minerals? Are any of the natural minerals that you have even liquidatable, meaning that you can use them and you won't lose all of what you have for its value? Right. So if you have gold, is your gold in little gold bars? If you're silver, do you have silver coins or silver bars? Right on, this small things that motherfuckers don't even realize, but they got all this, they got it all going on. They got bitch ass niggas flying from country to country on their money, telling them about how if they could just do something that was for them, then they could be doing the same thing that they're doing. So if I just beg people for their money because I say that my content is fire and I say that I'm the guy, then that's a reason to pay me. And if you don't pay me, you a bitch nigga pretty much. Right? So these are the kind of type of dudes who were like, I'm thinking like, I could only pray that the sun sent a fucking massive flare to Earth and solar flare this bitch out. I can only pray that happen. For my people who are in need of, technological shit right now, look, don't worry, you'll get over it. You'll get over it. But a TV, whatever, all that shit I'll go without. I know how to start a fire. Got a whole bunch of old spit lighters. Don't worry. Know how to do that just fine. People are like, here you go. You're cheating. I'm like, no, prepared. Big difference. Cops got to see my fucking tin full of coins. They're probably wondering, why is he saving these are different? They ain't seen it. Oh, these ones are old. Holy shit. Well, he's smarter than he looks. Right. Some people don't even know. I know certain silver contents per coin, per certain sets of years have a certain silver content. Right on. Meaning that at its base value, it's this much silver. If you obviously could melt it down and get the other precious metals, then you obviously have more value than just silver. But this is something for a person to think about. Like, once again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying that I've seen ducats. Have you ever seen a ducat? It's a little gold flake, and a ducat is normally worth a lot of money. Worth a lot of money. It's pure gold. Okay. Motherfuckers ain't never seen a ducat, so they couldn't tell you what a ducat is. What's up, bro? What up? But it's just one of those things where I don't know, like if black people like really like respect what it is that we're going through. These dudes don't respect it. What are you talking about, bro? A ducat? No, a ducat. A ducat is, but black people are just crazy, right on. So when we hear shit, we'll just copy that shit, and we'll just, we'll compare it to or antiquate it to the first thing that we know, And once again, the word antiquate doesn't always carry this super negative meaning, but if you render it to something, right on, render obsolete or antique or to nothing, or render it to this level, right on, then that's what happens. So you say ruple or rupee or yen or whatever the fucking, euros, pounds, right? It's all relative, I don't know. I don't know what to think, about that. But I'm just sitting here thinking, you just got here, so I ain't gonna cash in on you just yet. But I'll probably run off the camera real fast in a second. And anyway, this whole point. People are sick, Stephen. Right on. They have mental illnesses that have not been defined, nor can they be defined. People are morons because they're such morons. Right on. This, and it's funny that the white man coined that only after finding out what the hell genetics were. These guys are fucking hilarious. They would have never coined the term moron without Gregor Mendel. There's so many things that that white boy did for other white people that without him, nothing. They have nothing. Without the Bible, they have nothing. Damn it, Steven, if you put that like there, take it back. I'll be right back. This guy. Hope that like is off. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. So I'm back. Hands washed. Feel better. No likes. Don't want this to be liked. I want it to be just what it is. And please excuse me for the brief absence, but I had to relieve myself. So drinking all these beers, well, obviously all throughout the day. However, don't want any likes, bro. No. Don't want nobody to like it. Not none of us. I don't want anybody to come here and get the wrong idea. I want them to most definitely hear everything that I've said, bro. These guys really think that they're with the shit. You know what I'm saying? These black dudes think that they're so smart that they're not going to get touched by the system. I'm not going to do nothing to them at first. It's going to be the system that get their ass. And then they'll feel it. They'll understand it and they'll respect it. And then they'll feel some type of way. And they'll be hurt. Feels good for me. I love it. Yeah, guys you have to really embrace this for what it is. They've pretty much created this atmosphere. I was never for dudes getting on the internet and like loud mouthing about black chicks, you know. I just would say like there's certain shit that I just don't like about black women in general. You know what I mean? I never been the type of dude like, oh, they're all whores. They all want to fuck some dude with straight hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I never been like that with brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're all fornicators. All they want is some chick with straight hair, right on, that they can beat down on. No, I never said nothing like that. What I said was, these dudes are so quick, these chicks are so quick to pick somebody else over their own people, and then they want their own people to vouch for them. Now you want me to have your back after you done chose everybody else over me, huh? Wasn't even an option. But you in the supermarket getting your ass beat by the white boy, now you want a nigga to stand up for you. And if he don't, he not a real black man. Okay, so what kind of, he's a pussy, first off, for standing up for you. Okay, has no backbone, should have been like, that's what the fuck you get, bitch, for being with that suck-ass motherfucking white boy in the first place, or whatever he is. Asian, Mexican, Islander, whatever. Non-black person. Non-fucking nigga. I don't care. Right on? These niggas who get arrested because the white bitch called the cops on them, just like a crazy ass black chick will. I don't give a fuck about him. Right on? Or his mixed kids. Even though, unless it's like, no, even it depends on what branch Islander. But black and white people normally, their children will sometimes are the closest to being confused for black. You'd have to be like black mixed and then a black person for it to be any other way that I've seen. Because a black and Asian person, it's obvious that they're black and Asian. Like, it's almost every time you can tell. You know what I mean? Like their hair texture, everything is not the same. They're not a nigga. You feel me? So I don't know how else to look at it. It's like, but black people want to say the dumbest shit that I ever heard, though, you know? And I don't know what else it is other than just saying, like, look, dude, you can't expect me to accept what you've done. Or, chick, you can't expect me to accept what you've done. You've done that. Live with that. You know, I compare, you know, race mixing sometimes, you know, to like sleeping with like animals and shit. You feel me? Fuck it. You want to sleep with somebody who's an animal, to sleep with one. That's what they relegate you to anyway. But it's funny that they have animal hair. So who's really the animal? Okay then. So you want to sleep with a fucking animal? Go ahead. Do that, nigga. Do that, chick. I don't give a fuck about you. And I don't care nothing about you. Right on, you feel me? And when you get smashed on by their people for not being one of their people, or get relegated to lesser than for not being one of their people, Meech feels nothing for you. Meech is like, That's what you get, nigga. I love it. High-pitched laugh, a cackle. So you know how I feel. Because nobody loves it when they're getting fucked around. They always hate it. Oh, they get sad. But they deserve it. They deserve to get fucked around. So why would they get anything other than what they deserve? Why would I feel anything other than that? Right on? I feel nothing for people. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I don't believe in damage control. That's fake to me. I'm not gonna come to somebody else's shit and try to clean up for another motherfucker. That's disrespectful because then it diminishes what that person did. You feel me? When people commit crimes in court and you try to diminish what that person did, right on, you can get charged with obstruction, witness tampering, you know what I'm saying? Tampering with the evidence, all kinds of shit. Like it just depends on what realm it's in. So the fact that a person would try to change what is real and what happened, right on, once again, it speaks to many different levels. I don't have those kinds of things going on in my mind. I know what the fuck it is real to me. You know what's real to Demetrius? The Most High God created the earth. He didn't stand by and watch angels come down here and just take shit over. There was something going on in the heavenly realm that obviously took from what he was doing. Some people say that, when the angels were expelled or they fell, that, the Most High let them do that to thin out the ranks. He created all these things. If he finds every life on earth precious to the degree that he created it, why would he not find their lives precious? And they helped him make what you are. Some of them. It doesn't make sense. It's illogical. And it's, once again, you have to have a mental illness to think like that. These niggas is sick, dog. They're so fucking mentally ill. I can't keep talking about how sick these dudes are. You feel me? And these chicks. These niggas is really motherfucking gone. Like, they don't have no mind. And I don't have the time to keep telling you guys to watch out for these motherfuckers because they're fleecing you. Because some of you love these niggas. Right on? Way more than you should be skeptical of them. I'm always objective. I object before I'm subjective to something. Somebody's right about something, they're right. But if they have the ability to be wrong, then they're wrong. Let me tell you guys something. I would never ask you, am I right about it? And act like I'm so fucking, dead on right. And then other instances, I just don't know what the fuck is that. It doesn't sound right, especially if they live in the same realm. Especially if those things are part of the same puzzle. It just doesn't make sense. So again, you gotta have a mental deficiency for that. Especially when you sound like a dude named Paul out of the Bible. You feel me? Like you're sick. You sound like the dude that you say that you so-called hate. That's a sickness. But anyway, motherfuckers can't even understand how this shit goes. People are like, oh, Meech, you're just hating on niggas. I'm like, no, I'm trying to point it out to you guys so that way in a couple years, I've realized I'm like 2 years ahead. So I gotta say shit 2 years and then, we gotta wait 2 years for it to happen. Year and a half. Like I'd be so far ahead. Okay, so I'm still thinking that we're just a few months out of something like one of the craziest things that people have ever seen in the Midwest. I mean, like nobody sees it. They can't see it. How many times do you think these dudes who are running around here with all these unsolved murders and all that shit, how long till some of those guys get together and say, you know what, fuck it? How hard can it be to fucking take out a cop? Or 2 or 10 of them who are not really vigilant, not really paying attention. Why do you think police officers don't walk the beat anymore? They're terrified for their lives. Terrified. Because they know that motherfuckers are looking to make an example out of them from all the free range killing they've been able to do against everybody. And you know the first people who would make the police officers victims? White people. Not niggas, but white people. Mm-hmm. But the niggas who would make them victims would do it in such a crucial manner, right, that it would have to be highlighted. They'd be like, you look how he did it. You see the monstrosity, the beast savageness of this man? Right. Right. But mind the fact that everybody who lost their fucking mind lately really has been a white person. No, not Chicago. I couldn't pick the Midwestern region because they're trying to. There are people who are trying their hardest to keep bad things from happening, but you have a lot of groups who have a lot at stake. Fentanyl is huge money, big money. Just so happens that places like Chicago are buying a lot of that shit up. Places like, Detroit, not so much with the fentanyl, but they still buy heroin. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl's everywhere, don't get me wrong. But certain places, certain players in the game just don't fuck with that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be so prevalent in certain areas. Don't ask me how I understand this. Just know that I know. So these dudes who were dumb enough to tell you that, oh, it's a profit scheme. No. You don't make no money when people are dead. You don't make no money. Listen, you don't make no money when the high is so damn good or the drug is so potent that you're selling that dudes know that all they got to do is fucking step on it themselves and they can keep getting high for a lot longer and not have to call you back. No, that's stupid. That doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? So, Chicago, I don't know. They got something crazy coming to that place anyway. They already got the feds there. They're probably building all kinds of murder cases on people and everything in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like fucking, we could wake up tomorrow and they be hauling off 100 motherfuckers for 100 unsolved murders. So you never know what's going to go down in a place like that. But like Detroit, Flint, prime. They're prime right now. You could even pick somewhere like Milwaukee. You know what I mean? Where people are like, what's going on there? Unemployment is fucking bad there too. People are working, but people aren't working. You feel me? Especially niggas. So they're feeling it. I already know. Like, once again, something bad is going to happen in one of these places that they just can't cover up. Like, they cover up a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that happens that doesn't go to the news. You know, they won't let that shit make the headlines. So it can't. It would just be far too incendiary, far too explosive. It would bring the wrong kind of motherfucking attention. This is why people are so afraid of social media. Right on? See, the police officers don't want to go viral. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell me, little do we know, my nigga, if I just said Milwaukee, motherfucker? I got family in Milwaukee. What the hell is you talking about? I got family in Chicago. I have family bro. I have family all throughout the United States, dog. Literally, like, there might be only a couple states I don't have family in. See, for real. What you talking about? People, almost everybody here, maybe with the exception of DeClean Thomas. I know Andre knows how Milwaukee gets down. Bro's way older than you. Tammy's way older than you. Come on, my nigga, bruh. Milwaukee, niggas know about Milwaukee, dog. Like, Milwaukee, niggas know about Milwaukee, dog. No. If I had said like, I hear you, but nah, we know. Trust me, we know it goes down in Milwaukee, but that's why I picked it, because it's one of those places that's nobody thinks about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty fucking bad, you know? When I say people don't know about places, like niggas don't know about East St. Louis, Illinois, dog. Like the only niggas who know about East St. Louis are niggas who've lived in Chicago, right on, niggas from the Midwest in general, or niggas who just know about hood ass places. Niggas don't know about East St. Louis. East St. Louis is totally out their fucking mind. I guarantee if they go to East St. Louis, if they live, they'll never go back. They'll never go back, ever. They'll never go back. Ever. That place is like fucking hell on earth. East St. Louis is fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Horrible. It could easily be like the fucking worst city in America, like the worst small city in America, big town. It could easily be the worst one. It is fucking horrible in that place. You know, people get killed there all the time. See, and sometimes they blame the shit that goes down in East St. Louis on Chicago because Washington Park is actually closer to East St. Louis than it is Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Cahokia is closer to East St. Louis than it is Chicago. I'm not going to look. I'm not even going to go there with y'all. But that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't even know. Like I got real people all over. You know what I mean? Like they would hate for me to like call up some niggas in East St. Louis, right on, and get some East St. niggas on their helmet. Please. Please. Not St. Louis, East St. Louis, Illinois. You feel me? East St. Boogie. These niggas, fuck out of here. Anyway, they don't even know. The Midwest is horrible. The Midwest is terrible, dog. Like, I really believe the Midwest is way worse than the East Coast. You know, I know niggas in Jersey and Philly feel some type of way, but the Midwest as a whole, as a collective, is way worse than the East Coast. Way worse. It's fucking, it's hand over fist worse than the East Coast. There's no question. If this was 1992, if this was 1988 to like 92, 93, I would say that's a toss-up. You know what I mean? Being anywhere in the U.S. could be super fucking dangerous. Like, it didn't matter where you were at. But, like, the last 7 years, 8 years, the Midwest has really stood out as, like, crime hub, you know, as far as, like, aggressive crimes for reasons that really can't be explained. A lot of the dudes that get killed on the East Coast, shit is so much more organized, you know, just from the Midwest to the East Coast, way more organized. You won't just be running around doing what the fuck you want to do on the East Coast. That's not what's happening. It's not the Wild West. It's not the Midwest. You just won't be doing what you want to do. That's not pop. It's not happening. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Nigga, bro, my mom's from East St. Louis, bro. You feel me? My mama's from East St. Louis. Like she, you know what I mean? Like she moved there when she was like 7. She was there till she was like 18, 19. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's where she from. So, you know, but that's where like most of my family's from though. You get what I'm talking about? Like, they're from Mississippi. They're Mississippians who moved up to Illinois, you know, and then on my dad's side, they're, you feel me, Alabamans who moved up to Ohio and Illinois. That's how it's gonna go. But look, bro, I need you to understand something. There's niggas out here that when you see them, right now you can't do nothing to them. You feel me? So you have to play bitch so much. So what I'm doing right now, this internet thing for me is like it's an obligation that I have to my people, but it's a venture where I get to just go ahead and go all in. You know what I'm saying? Where like, nigga, I would pray to God a nigga try to run up on me tomorrow while I'm going to work. You feel me? So I can beat their ass before I go to work, nigga, and go to work and fucking put the glaze on the fucking swine. Please. Please. I just pray I don't get caught so that way all the other bullshit I got going on, this doesn't compound it. See, these niggas don't even have to worry about shit like that. Like, oh, I already got cases going on. I'll catch another case. These bitch ass niggas don't even know about that kind of shit. Pussy ass niggas. Anyway, man, this is what I'm talking about. They're not really who they say they are. Okay? I am who I say I am by all stretches of the imagination. The police officers didn't do a fake extremist protection order. They didn't fake come and do a warrant on my house. They did that shit for real. Okay? So when these niggas can even get on the level of police think you're so dangerous that they try to disarm you, nigga, fuck with me then. You're fucking high-fiving and doing handshake hugs with the cops, and you think that they think that you're dangerous? No, they think that they're going to be able to kill you faster than anybody because that nigga trusts us. Or we're going to be able to use them against the other niggas. Either way, we're going to use them. Steve, East St. Louis is a place that people don't talk about. Almost forbidden. Don't nobody want to hear about East St. Louis. They hate it. They hate that place. Once again, anybody that's ever been there, they ain't going back. I don't care about what these niggas think, bro. Once again, I'm going to be walking to motherfucking work tomorrow with my little bag with my sword in it, hoping a nigga run up so that way I can thrust it right through his stupid ass or cut his head off. The motherfucker's nice and sharp right now. Need no gun. If I get this blade out, it's most definitely over. Oh, like over. So, and I've been practicing, training with it. I'm filthy. So I'm like, I'm just like, you guys don't even know, like, I'm that kind of a person. You know, I'm that type of a person. So they disarm me. Okay, I can't have a gun, but I can most definitely have a sword. And let's see if you want to get cut now. You know, getting shot is one thing. That's all witchcraft to me. You know. Yes, Afro Samurai. That yes, bro. Right on. Get it in like my nigga Afro, dog. Anyhow, only blade way shorter. So I'm gonna be like a Afro Spartan or something like that. You know, they won't call me an Israelite. I could never get that kind of credit, but it's okay though because I don't need all that credit. I just need for a motherfucker to go ahead and play their cards wrong so they can get their ass beat or ended, whichever one is fine with me. I used to be a real angry dude, y'all. Super duper angry, super duper fucking angry, like hella pissed off. Gotten a lot better. Well, I've gotten way better. Way better. You could argue that I'm still alive because I've gotten better, or you could argue that other people are still alive because I've gotten way better. Motherfuckers don't even realize I want nothing from them but the reciprocity of whatever it is that I'm giving away. If it is time that I'm giving, then I only need your time to give you what it is that I'm giving away. I don't need anything else from you. I don't need your coffers. I don't need fake moral support. I love real support that I get from y'all. Right on. I don't need the fake shit. I don't need no fake moral support. You know what I'm saying? I need the real shit. The only shit that matters. Cause when I say I totally appreciated every single letter of recommendation that I got, and I know that they're gonna help me with this case. Haven't got the chance to use them yet. They don't even know I got those, y'all. I haven't even said nothing to them because I didn't get to use them in the stance I was supposed to be able to use them in, and now I'm like, oh damn, got letters of recommendation. I'm about to smash on these motherfuckers. They don't know. Well, they know now if they watch. They don't know. Tammy, Stephen, Martin, uh, uh, the young lady from Australia. That's just I just can't think of her name right now. I don't want to say the wrong name. Who else? Sounds right. Sounds right. That sounds about right. Four of them, and that's plenty. I mean, fucking a. 4 letters of recommendation from people who don't live in the state. You know how good that's gonna look. Anyway, y'all don't know like the. I work all the most crazy angles because they exist and they're real. You guys are real people. Y'all are real people. What you say about me matters. Right on? What you guys say is crucial. What you said is crucial. You know, I was moved. I was moved by everything that I read from everybody. I was totally moved because I was like, holy shit. Like these are you. Everybody has really good penmanship. I love what everybody wrote, but when I got to read what Tammy Bowser sent, I was just so really touched by how she put it all because it's a part where she says, I don't really even know the situation, but I just know that that's not the type of person he is. And I'm like, man, that's the type of simplicity that they need to be able to read and totally understand it. Like, yo, he's not a bad dude. And everybody said the same thing. Like, he's not a bad dude in their own way. And I'm like, oh man, that's what I needed. That's what I needed. Not a bad dude. I needed that. And I didn't ask anybody to say I'm not a bad dude. I said tell the truth. That's exactly what I said. So I just felt good because I was like, okay, you know, I love the fact that she was like, he gets passionate about stuff. It's just epic, because it's like, what can they say? She pretty much highlighted everything that they went through with me. Your letter was almost like my encounters with these guys. They're like, like, all right, he might get a little carried away, but he doesn't ever break the law. And on top of him not breaking the law, he actually keeps the peace extremely well. Extremely well. See, they don't have to respect what I did. They never have to respect it. But the crime rate in the general area, since I haven't been there in months, totally deteriorated. Totally deteriorated. Homeless people acting up. Do I think it has anything to do with what I was doing? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it has nothing to do with me. Maybe I'm just a cog in the wheel. Right on. Maybe I'm just an interchangeable piece. But if I'm not an interchangeable piece, if I'm not just a cog in the wheel, do you see how fair that is then? Right on? That's a fair assessment. A guy who would give you a free meal, some free money, talk to you accordingly. Right. And then you minus that. So, how many weeks of no free meals, no free money is it going to take for you to realize that that kind of kindness isn't coming back? So maybe the person that you had reverted from, you're going to revert back to. Right. See what I'm saying? And this is the kind of shit that they don't want to say because they can't give me or you or anyone that sort of credit when you do those types of things in anywhere in any arena or area that you exist. They don't want to give that to you. They want to hate you. I don't hate you. Don't want to hate you. I love my people. The people of our people that I do hate, they know who they are and they know why. Righteous. They say, oh, don't hate your brother. Don't hate your brother, man. La, 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 la. A lot of these motherfuckers I don't even think are as human as you guys would like to make them out to be. A lot of them just dirty bastards. Demons in the flesh that you give the what's the word I'm looking for? Benefit of the doubt. I will never give the benefit of the doubt to my enemy. It's not wise. Everything that I've said, I meant. I don't walk around acting as if something can't happen to me. Every day, every moment is precious. See, God forbid something were to happen to somebody that like, I actually cared about, right? God forbid. God forbid I just stop caring about like the rules. You get what I'm saying? God forbid. You know, person can't get me to give a fuck about something I don't give a fuck about. It's not gonna happen. It's never happened in the history of Meech. It's not gonna fucking start tomorrow or now. So I just kind of just like let people like do what they're gonna do because I'm just like they will open up a can of flying daggers and there won't be anything that they can do. I pray that y'all are getting ready. For those of you who are already ready, I pray that you are telling other people to get ready. It is not a bad thing to be ready. We stay ready so we don't have to get ready. It's just that simple. Something that I've said before. Something that I've heard dudes say after I said it. I'm trying to tell y'all, these cats love me way too much, but I don't like them at all. Can't stand them. Can't wait for them to try to turn their backs on me. I would hate for them to feel that they needed me. I would hate that because I don't think I need. I know I don't need them. I don't. That's why I said what I said in the little genetics video. It wouldn't make a difference if I never said anything. If I already know it, what difference does it make? Everything that Tammy knows that I don't, everything that the Clean knows that I don't, everything that everybody knows that I don't know, they already know that. So what do they lose by me not knowing it? Nothing. They lose not a freaking thing. They lose nothing. So how can I lose by something I already have that you don't have? Right. It doesn't even make sense. You know how many fools killed off thousands of years of knowledge by killing off groups of people who they should have never killed? Now that information is gone. People who may have known how to save them are dead. That's how it worked. That's why being a medicine person, a medicine man, or medicine woman was such a big deal back in the day. Because if you really knew what you were doing, you were highly sought after. Anyway, these people don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just trying to just make some money off of y'all and justify why you should pay it. There's no justification for that. They should give it to you for free. If these guys, some of them compare themselves to prophets, but and apostles and all that stuff. I mean, some of them need help. Some of them, if you ask them, they think they're deity-like. So, what did the prophets charge the people? What did the Most High charge the people? Nothing. Nothing. He didn't charge Abraham a thing to be a writer. Nothing. He gave to Abraham, I gave you circumcision to keep you away from diseases. And so that way you can actually have a child with the woman that you've been married to for a lot of your life, who is your biological sister. So people don't even realize, like, the things I was talking about, monozygosity, things I'm talking about with heterozygosity, homozygosity, dizygosity. These guys don't even really get it. Like, dog, this shit matters. It all matters. And I'm not just saying it because I can say it. No, I'm saying it because I've looked into it, I've read it. Not only does it already go hand in hand with the stuff that I've been saying, like, it supports what I've been saying more than what I've saying supports it. You know, I'm just using words. These are so-called facts. Woo, that shit cracked me up. These are so-called facts. And people believe them more than they believe me. So it's easier for me to promote facts than it is for me to promote what it is that I'm saying that's natural sense. To me, sense to me, not to anyone else. Please don't think I mean that for everybody. Just don't care. Just don't care. Got about 10 more minutes, and I'm wrapping it up, laying it down, getting ready for a long tomorrow. Right. Because I don't ask for handouts. I just go and work a little harder. When I can get the work, I just work harder. Yep. But they don't, but these cats don't even, they can't even dig it though. They don't even want to, they can't even feel me. Right on, sister? They don't even want to come to my level. They can condescend to speak about me, but they can't condescend to speak to me. Like my nigga Bender said in the Breakfast Club when he was going in on the little white chick. He said, something. He said, you and your friends don't do this. He said, and you damn sure don't condescend to speak to me. That's what it is. These niggas don't get down in the mud with you, with me. They stand above us. They look at us. More so, they look at a guy like me because I'm in a platform where they think that they can do things or whatever. I don't know. Once again, these niggas are mentally ill, so I don't know what the fuck they think. I don't suffer from those kind of deficiencies. The deficiencies that I so-called suffer from are the fact that I have faith. You know, I have faith. I'm glad you understand your sister's better. That's great, bro. That's excellent. You know, but I'm just saying, dog. What are they gonna do in the end? Huh? These people, these so-called leaders. Don't worry. When I've been talking shit, I've been talking about a lot of chicks too. A lot of dirty ass bitches. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But that's what they are. You know? If I've been calling these dudes out their name, these chicks can get called out their name too. Full of piss and vinegar type chick. Motherfucker, please sit down. Can't stand it. I literally hate it. You want to look masculine, but you want a fucking nigga to holler at you, bitch. Sit down somewhere. Oh, all these niggas ain't shit. No, you just dress and look like a dude. If you tried harder to be feminine, maybe what niggas would see you as feminine. Maybe somebody would talk to you. Nobody's talking to your motherfucking ass. These chicks who, once again, the best parts of them, they've already given to everybody who ain't a nigga. Got babies by dudes that ain't even niggas. And yet they want a black dude to treat them with the utmost respect. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck away from me. You's a suck ass motherfucker. A sellout if I ever seen one. And now you think that black dudes are supposed to just stand up for you on the merit of you're supposed to be black. But you're supposed to be with somebody who looks like you. And you're not. So what am I supposed to do? Defend you? Right. I remember one time my dad shed tears for a dude who was a known abuser of women. Dude used to beat chicks up all the time. My dad told me he was hard on the women. But the dude got beat to death. So as a grown man, I mean, a long time ago, I deduced to myself, it's called karma, number one, right on. But number two, what it also is the fact that you have to look at situations for what they are, dog. You can't get mad because, oh, what he'd been doing, somebody did to him, but maybe it wasn't fair, but maybe somebody could say that a dude beating up on a chick ain't fair, no matter how tough she thinks she is. Right. Right. So he bit off more than he could chew and finally got what he had coming to him. That is what it is, dog. It is what it is. It's the same thing for dudes like that. I'm not about to come to your rescue. Right. You beat, right. These are the type of dudes. I want y'all to listen to this right here. These same dudes, right on, who advocate some of the nonsense that I'm talking about, are the same dudes that beat up black women. Beat them to nothing. Beat the shit out of them. Talking about you need to be treating these sisters better. What the fuck are you talking about? You niggas is sick. Once again, these niggas are sick, yo. How do you this dude knows what he's talking about? Or this chick knows what she's talking about? She's sucking and fucking a white dude. Professionally, because she's married to him. She's sucking and fucking an Asian or Mexican or whatever. Professionally, because she's married to him. And you take this bitch serious? Man, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I will never, no offense. Ain't no chick who ain't never seen a real man, don't even know what one is, gonna tell me that she knows what the fuck a real man is. Bitch, your daddy wasn't even a real man. Right on? Type shit. So you didn't even know your daddy. Bitch. And you gonna talk about what a real man is. Fuck out of here. These chicks who have the most ain't shit nigga for a daddy, and they compare every other motherfucker to this nigga. Fuck out of here. I couldn't wait to go in, y'all. I told you. Oh, this has been on my chest for a minute. I appreciate y'all for not thumbs up in the video. I really do. I just want YouTube to know, fuck you. Right on? It's not about the money. Okay, y'all? It's not about the money. If it was about the money, I would sell dope. It's that simple. Can you dig it? When I thought it was about the money, I should do unscrupulous things over time. It's not about the money. These people don't even have soul constitution. So it can't even be about your soul. You know, that's about salvation. Salvation isn't going to heaven. Salvation is being saved. Right on? They're not talking about salvation for black people because they don't even know what the fuck it is. They think salvation is going to be taken by the hand of the black man. The same hands that burnt incense sacrificed to other gods, sacrificed their children to these gods, committed adultery, all types of things, murder, all of it, right? Blasphemy. And yet, these are the same hands that you want us to free ourselves with. It's a sickness. Maybe we should ask he who has asked us to ask him to save us, to save us. Maybe that would work. I didn't say fucking Jesus. I said the real ultimate authority. And it's never been done in conjunction. These people, they don't even know. It doesn't have to be planned, but they don't operate in humility. So how often do they pray? There's people who probably don't pray, who should pray, who would obviously be helping the situation, but they don't believe in prayer. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. Check this out. It's 8:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to get ready to lay it on down because I got to get up super early in the morning. Put together maybe 1 or 2 videos this week. I got stuff already ready to go, but I still got to put more stuff together. It takes like a 13-minute video, like an hour to save. You know what I mean? It takes like a 22-minute video, like 2 hours to save, almost 3 hours sometimes. That's why I don't always make videos, because I'm not saying that anybody doesn't appreciate them, but I mean, like, holy shit, I've made some pretty good ones in the past that never really kind of like, I never, it's beyond the views. It's what was never said. How many videos can you make? And sometimes people never say anything on a video that you actually want them to engage you, and they don't even say shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? So that's the situation you end up in sometimes. You don't understand what it is that these people are looking at. Like, what are they seeing that I don't see about the video that makes it to where it doesn't worth commenting? And then other videos where you would hope that people understood what you were trying to say, they're trying to take your head off. Like, trying to take your fucking head off. Going right for the kill. So, how do you really fix that? How do you fix that? How do you go about that? Black men, black women, black people, little black babies, precious little babies, because they are. Maybe you should look at things a little bit differently. Take a step back and just look at things differently. I have nothing to give you other than the sense that I've been given. But I really do believe that it's a lot of good sense. It just doesn't apply to everyone. A really small, select group of people. And I hope to reach them the more and the more. Those who have already come to their own conclusions about things, that's what I want. I want you to come to your own conclusion. I want you to do all the research. Damn, this is what I think, Mitch. I respect that. I respect that. But make sure your research is complete. I do contradictory research. I research things that are in contradiction to what I believe, so that way I can see the opposing view. People don't do that. They don't even tell you to do that. I'm trying to give you guys this. I say this all the time, but I'm really trying to give you guys the game to where you can operate around these people. So, quick rundown. The Maccabees, Judas Maccabee, Judas Maccabeus, excuse me, is full of it. Black men want to leave the community or act like they want to leave the community. Now they want to act like they don't because they're getting easy access to single mother drawers by talking a different tune. Black women still don't want to be held accountable for sleeping outside as much as they do. The stats will never say how many women who are black are actually fucking somebody that isn't a black man. Why would the stats ever tell the truth to that? Why? Why? If the number was higher and they didn't want black men to be alarmed or black women to be alarmed, right? Black women are creatures of rash decision. They'll do whatever they like, whenever they please. I know too many black women for any black trying to tell me that that's not the truth. Try to tell me that's not the truth, I'm gonna call you a fucking liar. Right? Right off these two lips. Fucking liar. So don't tell me that's not what it is. These black men want to go out here and do the same thing. Want to lay up with anything other than a black woman, and then want people to act like, oh, woe is me because I still get treated like a black man. I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and they shouldn't care. I pray to God they don't care. I pray to God they laugh at you. What up, bro? I'm getting ready to sign out in a second. I'm just doing a quick little recap of what's been talked about. From all the cats that got, from all the subliminal. Who I don't thumbs it up, Martin. Please do not put a thumb up on it. Do not do that. See, this is how cool it is. This is why, like, I love y'all because everybody knows everybody here. It's not all super duper big where nobody knows nobody. I don't like that. That's not real. You know what I mean? That's not real. We are a clique, real family. Those of you who I'm talking to, you guys know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? For the cats who are going to come around and listen to this later, who I can't stand, fuck them. They know that. And as I was just saying, for all those cats who I sent my little, I can't wait to see yous, they already know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. For all the cats who I tugged on their fucking coattail super duper hard, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just one of those things where they're gonna see, you know, they're gonna really see like, oh man, it's not what I thought it was, you know. You got real grown men and grown women who are making money off of other grown men and grown women who work every day, and these motherfuckers don't work every day. What? What? Then you have some of them who think that hard work, listen, is only what they have to think about. That's it. I know how hard it is to think. But if you don't have to do shit behind it, thinking is not a very hard activity. It's kind of leisure. Right on? Life is a thinking man's game, but you have to have the leisure of being able to think and not be impulsive and act. Thought is a leisure activity. I'll leave you guys on this note. If I didn't encourage you to challenge, be objective, go against everything that I said, I want you to try to go against it. I want you to so badly. Not to say that because I know I'm right, but I'm like, I actually know that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and try to challenge zygosity if you like, and alleles and gametes, mitosis and meiosis. Go ahead if you like. If you think you know more about all that shit than I do. Right on? You're talking about a dude who was a star student in anatomy and physiology. Star student. I'm not tugging my own coattail, but just to let y'all know, I was in the National Honor Society until I got fucking caught up in school with some brass knuckles on some other shit that I told you guys about already. Follow what I'm saying? Like I'm not a slouch. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't bring you information that I didn't think or didn't know was viable. It's credible information. Um, is anybody else going to try to? I mean, I want y'all to think about this. The next time one of you guys watches a Scribe video, ask this nigga when is he going to say that Noah's sons are triplets since you done stole everything else from Demetrius, right? since you deleted your own channel, can you dig it? YouTube took it down. My fucking ass, nigga deleted this shit. Anyway, y'all gotta really get hip to the game. You feel me? Sometimes the only thing you can do when you get exposed is try to reinvent yourself. Right. It doesn't hurt you to have videos deleted where you said things that were in contradictions to things that you had said on the same channel. Doesn't hurt you to do that. It doesn't hurt you to get rid of that channel. That does not hurt you to do that. That's called damage control, y'all. Okay? So if I deleted this channel right here, then started another one and said, oh, YouTube deleted it. Right? Really? So they just deleted the channel. Because remember, when he was getting all kinds of strikes on Baptized the Scribe, he told everybody he was getting all those strikes. And when they did, and when they were deleting it, he told everybody where to go, to the Tetragrammaton line, because he knew that they were going to get rid of the channel. So I have a hard time thinking that YouTube was just like, this is so offensive. What you're about to say is more derogative than what you've said before in the past, that now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue, even though on the same channel you had said shit that was way crazier. You called the Bible a book of spells, dog. They didn't get rid of it for that. So what could you have said that was more offensive than that? I don't know. Because that right there was, if it's not blasphemy, I mean, it borders the rim of blasphemy. So you're saying that the Bible teaching you how to properly cook your food, which is sacrifice, that's a spell? Or are you saying that if they offer the food up to a force or entity unknown, that it's a spell now? See, once again, there's a difference in what I just said. But the layman will believe the first, the aforementioned, as opposed to the latter. There's so much stuff. You have people who really want to believe that Black people are indigenous to America. How? How? This is another question that's even better for people. How do you figure people who came out of Middle Earth, who look like Black people, are not Gentiles? Can you feel me? How do you figure that when people who came out of Middle Earth, who are Black, are not Gentiles? Doesn't even make sense. Come on. They're falling off by the wayside, y'all. I love my people dearly. Right on. I really do. I love my people dearly. But that's how it's going to go. You see what I'm saying? They're all going to fall off by the wayside because they don't want to hear what is a crucial, critical junction in understanding. Can you dig it, bro? Right, Andre. Right. I'm just saying, man. It's just one of those things. So Middle Earth is real. How would the black things that came out of Middle Earth that he's saying are new and fresh people not be Gentiles, dog? How? Oh, so they're a nation because they call themselves a nation? I think he meant by how many people he saw watching. Pretty sure. You're so funny. You're like, what does that mean? I love it. That was a funny question. That was a funny question. But I'm pretty sure that's probably what he's seeing though. Because I don't think I asked any numerical questions. So I didn't say anything numerical. But people do fall off by the wayside. Well, we are cursed. That's okay. But whites being superior, please, right on. We don't have to worry about that. But the problem is that these things are more related to a white person than a black person. They only look more like a black person than a white person. You follow what I'm saying? I didn't need a genetic trip to tell me that. I knew that just because the fact that they're a Gentile. Right. And if white people are Gentiles inherently, then guess what that means? These guys have more in common than not. Mm. See, I don't know about the same, but they're they have a lineage that is connected. One of these days, again, I'll go into that. I got to get off. I got to get done. So I'll address this as I'm getting off, sister. And this is a great way to end it. If and only if the maternal bloodline survived, only if, right, it survived through Shem, Ham, and Japheth by them mating with these women of the first people. Well, it says that the whole earth is populated by their children, by them. This is mentioned in Genesis chapter 9, verse 19. So if it says that the whole earth is repopulated with these people, where did the Gentiles come from? And with that, I salute y'all. I love you dearly. Have a blessed, a beautiful week. Stay out the way. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing that I would do because shit that I do gets you in trouble. All right, y'all, I'm out.